Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
All right, man. Look like Terence Crawford had met with Golden Boy sometime over the weekend. And De La Hoya said he just wanted to present Terence Crawford with the schedule of fights that can lead up to the Errol Spence fight. Also, his neck. She coming here barking as soon as I get to talking. So it's as soon as mandatory that he dealing with next is Alexis Rocha, who won last night. Um, so in that particular regards, uh, you know, um, he could fight Rocha next. So they could be talking about Rocha and something else long term or whatever for them. So I mean, to be honest, um, you know, he doing what he got to do. Uh, he is, you know, meeting with people and seeing what his next move is. And Josh Taylor was rumored to kind of be that mandatory till he blew his foot out, and because he's the WBO super champion at 140, he can move up, move down, and challenge. So, but De La Hoya says he aims to sign Crawford. Let's present you with the schedule of fights leading to Spence. Since De La Hoya continues to find creative ways to draw attention to himself and promotional empire, it's wrote by whole ass Jake Donovan. He said little clarification was offered as it actually took place during the meeting. He said future plans for Terence Crawford, De La Hoya told the Zone's Chris Minix prior to Saturday's main event at YouTube Theater in Inglewood, California. Quote, he wants to fight the big fights against Errol Spence. I told him we can make that fight happen. Ryan versus Hank Davis is going to open a lot of doors for us to what leads to doing business with PBC, Premier Box Champions. I told Crawford, let's present you to a schedule of fights leading to Spence. I have all the confidence in the world that Crawford versus Spence will happen. So he said we discussed the Rocha fight, revealed De La Hoya. I think it's a big possibility. He's number 3 in the world. Rocha versus Crawford, who knows? So pretty much that's what it was for. So you can avoid a purse bid or something like that. So that was the main gist of it. A lot of people going around saying it was it was oh, they gonna fight Virgil Ortiz. He gonna fight Virgil Ortiz. They gonna fight Virgil Ortiz. But the gist of the fight was Alexis Rocha. And people who follow boxing, who know boxing, we all knew the gist. It was Alexis Rocha. We already knew that. So that wasn't nothing new to us. So then Virgil. I mean, my thing is this: a schedule of fights. Earl Spence may not come back down, but I guess they can go up there and try to make a fight at 154 pounds. So they definitely could do that. They definitely could do that. So I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it's really gonna be interesting to see, kind of how they set this up because the schedule of fights it had to lead to the end of the year fight with Errol Spence, and if De La Hoya can make that fight, it would open a lot of doors for Oscar De La Hoya and his company, and they kind of on the heel and on the front foot or on an aggressive position to make better fights and to get better prospects. I mean, they got Floyd Schofield, you got Ryan Garcia who about to lose the Tank. You can get Terence Crawford to work with y'all. Then you get everybody else. PBC can't sign too many prospects right now because they don't have no dates, and they don't have no dates. So and they ain't got no money right now. So De La Hoya can make something shake. De La Hoya can get his shit together. He can make something shake real quick. So, but they can make something shake. So, um, But yeah, I knew it was about the Rocha's fight, and it was just like, okay, we can talk about the Rocha's fight and what we can offer and what we can give you. But hold up, we can help you lock down that Errol Spence fight. You know, we can help you unify versus Virgil Ortiz. If Spence bought the belt, then we have a plan for you to get that fight. So, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, at this point, if he can't get the Errol Spence fight, I don't know what he hanging around for. You know, I mean, you know, he said he wanted to retire at 35, 34, whatever it was, the number was. No point in hanging around unless you just want to go get a title at 154. That's it. I mean, you're doing exactly what they want you to do. That's being active. That's being active. That's get older. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, if you don't look old and you don't look vulnerable, then they just gonna string you along. Don't let them dictate your career. If your money good, ain't no point in continuing to take punishment, in my opinion. You know, you love to fight. That's what you do. You want the big fight, but dog, all they doing is stringing the cuz along, and everybody know it. All they doing is trying to age you out. See, I also don't listen to what people say. You got the same thing with people. He's saying he want to fight, but ain't nobody trying to make no offer. It's Boati, it's Canelo Alvarez, understandably so. So you can't be believing what these people be saying, dude. You know, you can't force Errol Spence to fight. It's simple as that. So it's either whatever your next goal is in this sport of boxing, go reach it and get the fuck on. Ain't no point in hanging out. You know, but you know, De La Hoya, you know, he got a working relationship with Al. They used to work together, and obviously they still on good terms, even after the lawsuit and stuff of that nature. Um, so yeah, they still on working terms, and but it's more about the Rocha fight. It's a mandatory. It's funny how everybody, you know, when it was time to, you know, for the WBO mandatory coming up, you get a shot, not a shot at the interim fight, not a shot at a regular belt. You get a shot at him. Everybody moved out the way, and allow Rocha to get his shot. That's what I tell these dudes: just be talking. Don't be believing what people be saying. Believe what they do. You hear me? Believe what they do. Don't believe what they say. Actions speak louder than words. Believe what these dudes is doing. And everybody got out the way. Everybody went for the WBA, the IBF, and you know what I'm saying. And they weren't trying to fight Terence Crawford. If you look, you know, vulnerable versus avocado, everybody would have jumped in there and tried to get into eliminator, and everybody else would have tried to do that. Trust me. Everybody would have wanted to fight him. I already know how this game goes. I've been around this game for way too long. If De La Hoya throwing out better deals and De La Hoya giving better relationship with black fighters, then why not? You know, it don't matter. Shit's Creek, shit's Ocean, the blue shit now, it's all shit with these promoters. You know, if somebody could be honest and transparent with these fighters and have their best interest, they're gonna get all the fighters in the world, but it's a dirty game. It's a game taking advantage of uneducated businessmen, and which are the boxers. That's what it is. Exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's just in the music game. And a lot of people in music, a lot of them dudes end up going to college and having an education, bro. And they still get took to the cleaners. So, you know, if De La Hoya can come off honest, genuine, and treat his Hispanics like he treat his brothers and treat the Hispanics and brothers like he treat the others, they'd be in a great position. Had a fighter's best interest, and that's what people thought Al Heyman was doing, and it's simply not. He come from the most dirtiest games out there. You know, but it's the Rocha fight they working on, and I'm telling you this, if Errol Spence move up, vacate the WBA belt, then it's probably a unification bout down the road with Virgil Ortiz. You know, then then they might put him in a position to be WBC champion. You know, so then they probably gonna have a plan to make him undisputed at 47. But my thing at 37 years old or whatever he is, 35, 36, man, ain't no time for that bullshit, man. Really ain't. He need one shot, one kill. And so do Errol Spence, to be honest. That opportunity may never present itself again, but really, I'm over it. I just like poking fun around. I'm over it. I don't care if they fight. After last year, the fight didn't happen. Don't care no more. If De La Hoya can make it happen, why not go see what he got to say? If that's, the next fighter you fighting, why not go see what his promoter got to say? Go back to BOK Prime and see what they seeing. Anybody else, and try to put it all together and get the biggest bag for you and Alexis Rocha possible. That's it. It's called business. I heard somebody on Twitter, so he didn't do this with Al Heyman. How the fuck you know what he did and what he didn't do? How you know what's presenting and what he wasn't presenting with? Like I said, these dudes don't know nothing, don't know shit about the business at all. But yeah, this is about the Rocha fight. And then they probably got into, what we can do for you after that. And, this, that, and the third. And whatever you got to do it. But for him, I think it's time to I just think it's time for him to prepare to reach the rest of his goals as best as he can and get out of there. It ain't, I don't want to be taking all that unnecessary punishment. But it's what you do when you've been doing something as a kid. It's hard not to do it no more. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Then all notification, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. One time for the one-time link tree is the first link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.